Came back for another video. Awesome. Welcome back to Expedition Edge. On this episode, we go on a night Sasquatch drive on the Forest Service roads, and we retrieve our trail cam. I moved out to Olympic Peninsula about 15 years ago to get away from the city, the congestion, and to enjoy a little bit more of what Western Washington had to offer. Colum County is a paradise. We have ocean, lakes, rivers, mountains, Cadborosaurus, and Bigfoot. As you guys see from my videos, I love hiking, driving, exploring these mountains, looking for Bigfoot. And one of the big reasons I do these night drives is because some researchers, such as Dr. Jeff Melbrum, that professor in Idaho State University, others like Les Stroud from Survivor Man series, they believe that Bigfoot is nocturnal, and a lot of sightings happen at night. Also, at night, your chances of seeing bear and cougar and bobcat go up too. And then also, a lot of people wonder how come we don't see so many Bigfoot. Well, I think a lot of that has to do also not only him being nocturnal, but there's probably a low population, and these areas are vast. For example, the Olympic National Forest is 990 square miles. That's so huge. And then the Forest Service roads and hiking trails, they barely scratch the surface. I bet there are areas that are off trail in the Olympic National Forest that have never seen a person in 100 years. With that being said, I believe that we probably don't see Bigfoot unless he's moving from one area to another area, like some sort of migration. The only Bigfoot experience I ever have, I actually came across what I think were Bigfoot tracks. Several years before I even moved out to this area, we came out here to explore it. On this particular trip, my uncle also accompanied us. He's from Chicago and is a doctor. That's a little important in a little bit. On this visit, it was late December or maybe even early January. And if you ask me, that's a perfect time to go hiking. We chose Merrimer Falls, which is just south of Lake Crescent. Well, we had hiked a few miles in, and we had gotten to the last bend in the switchback, where you last pass the small river before the falls. Off to the right-hand side were a set of prints that had crossed the creek or small river and then had proceeded across the walking path. Just before the footprints hit the walking path, the substrate was so perfect that it made such a good impression in the sand that I was able to make some pretty good details out of it. I set my foot next to the Bigfoot track, and my foot is size 11, mind you. This thing was another half my shoe length, and then twice as wide, maybe 3 times as wide as my foot. I have a couple other paranormal stories that I'll share with you in future videos, but I hope you liked that one.